Okay, everyone, let's talk Alien Romulus. To give you a tiny bit of context where I'm coming from, Alien is probably my favorite movie of all time. If you ask me what my favorite sci fi movie is, it's Alien. If you ask me what my favorite horror movie is, it's Alien. If you ask me what my favorite overall movie is, depending on my mood, it could be Alien. There's a few other things that might be too, and it changes all the time. But Alien is consistently at the very top of things I love in lots of different genres. Aliens, I also enjoy a great deal. I don't think this is a situation with Terminator where the James Cameron sequel is better than the original. I actually still think that Alien is the best Alien movie of them all. And as you go down the line, I really find something to love in all of the Alien movies. With Alien Romulus, I'm so glad I saw it, and I'm glad I saw it in IMAX. It is gorgeous. It's probably the closest that they've got to really capturing the feel of that first movie visually. The space visual effects are amazing. I don't know if they did any of it practical or if it was all CGI. I'm guessing it's all CGI, but they did a fantastic job of giving it the weight of actual practical models, something I've really missed, honestly, in a lot of modern CGI. It can just feel kind of weightless and the ships zip around and they don't feel like they have a lot of substance. The setup for this is really fantastic. There is an interesting cast of mostly younger people because they are basically trying to escape a permanent indentured servitude on colony planet. And the way that they're going to do this is basically a very daring sort of retrieval mission of some tech aboard an abandoned space station. And of course, the moment you hear abandoned space station, you know the aliens are going to be coming into the mix. There's also a fantastic cast of mostly unknowns, or at least unknown to me. And I think between the script and the acting performances, it does a decent enough job of setting up a group of people that you come to know and care about to a certain extent before the mayhem breaks out. What makes this movie sort of a disappointment for me is just what a missed opportunity it is because it looks so good. It's got a great cast, it's got a great setup, it's got some fantastic set pieces that are taking the alien mythos and rearranging them and doing some new stuff with it, which is fun. The problem is it suffers from something that a lot of current IP franchises suffer from, which is this just need to homage a past effort. And it's one of the things that just drives me up the wall. And this happened quite a bit here, not a wholesale regurgitation, but it almost felt like, when they were coming up with the story of this movie, they felt like there had to be this moment and this moment and this moment, or it's not an alien movie. And some of those moments are so specific that it just really starts to feel kind of like a little bit of a boring retread. When you start to echo these very specific moments from past movies, I think for me, it just creates this effect where it divorces me from the story. It pops the illusion. It's, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is like that line from that movie that you loved so much. And yeah, with the audience I saw it with, it wasn't a huge crowd. It's a Thursday daytime. But the audience, there was a few people who clapped, like, oh yeah, they regurgitated the line. But most people were just stony silent. And I don't know if that was an indicator of how they were feeling about it, but I know I certainly was not like, oh yay, you said the line again. And it goes beyond that. And Alien is not the only franchise to struggle with this. If you want to take a look at the Terminator movies, just people trying to make a Terminator movie where they're just kind of remaking the Terminator over and over again. I get it, because when you try to go too far afield, people don't seem to like that. So it's a very delicate balance, but I think over time it just feels like diminishing returns. That being said, I'm so glad I saw this movie. I still was entertained. It's not like I think it's a bad movie. It's, I think, objectively a beautifully made movie. I think it's just they were so close, and if I think they could have just pushed a little bit further across that finish line, maybe reduce the number of nostalgia homages, like indulge like maybe once or twice. I think this movie could have been so much more and have really stood head and shoulders above some of the other franchises entries. But as it is, it's just another good Alien movie.